My name is Edward. For my flight, I've decided to do a mock setup for FXE, Fort Lauderdale Executive to Kobe, Lake Okeechobee, KSEF, Sebring to Lakeland, Lima Alpha Lima. So the first thing I like to do when I'm getting the weather for my flight, I like to check the radar. That's a good place to start, especially in Florida this time of year. Right now, what we're seeing is we're seeing a lot of rain in the area. The thunderstorms are off the coast or over the Everglades right now, or over by Fort Myers, so that's safely out of the way. Um, Seeing that, uh, I'm gonna go ahead and put my flight plan in my ForeFlight, check it out, make sure it's all good, and start looking through what they have here. So I like to start weather wise with looking at PIREPs and AirMets, um, or excuse me, SIGMETs. And right now we have convective SIGMETs in this area. So we have one convective SIGMET that's active until what is that? 8 o'clock tonight, um, and that's going to be over Miami and then out to the east over the water. We have one over all of the just north of Miami, all the way up to Lake Okeechobee. And that one's active until 6 p.m. So that one should just be finishing up, and then we have one over the Bahamas. So the only convective SIGMET I'm worried about is the one that's right over Miami. Just barely covers it. FXE's to the north of it. Shouldn't be an issue. We're going to go ahead and say that's a non-factor, depending on the rest of the weather. When we look at the PIREPs, so we do have a PIREP over Miami for turbulence, light turbulence from an Airbus 320. So if I'm planning this flight, light turbulence to an Airbus 320 is like hold on for dear life in a Cessna 172. So we don't love that. But again, that's further to the south. That's by the convective SIGMET. It shouldn't be a factor where I am up north. It's just something to keep in mind and look out for as I plan this flight. We're going to go ahead and look at the current weather. So to do that, we're going to look at our METARs first. FXE, winds 320 at 4, 10 statute mile visibility, few clouds at 5.5. Ceilings overcast at 7.5. Temperature 26, dew point 24, altimeter 29 or 9 or 2. None of that looks bad to me. It's VFR conditions. Ceilings are relatively high. I like that. We're checking out Okeechobee next. The winds are also pretty calm. 4-knot winds. Light work. Okeechobee. Okeechobee, wind is variable at 5, gusting to 10. 10 statute mile visibility, no clouds detected below 12,000 feet, temperature 28, dew point 24, altimeter 29 or 9 or 2. All right, I like the looks of that too. Next, we're going to go ahead and look at Sebring. Sebring is winds from 30 at 6, 10 statute mile visibility, no clouds detected below 12,000 feet, temperature 29, dew point 22, altimeter 29 or 9 or 5. Again, we're having a pattern of high ceilings, not a ton of wind. The convective activity's calmed down. In Florida, it's the mornings are usually pretty good this time of year, and then the afternoons, it's nothing but convective activity until you get to the evenings where things start to calm down again. And we'll check the forecast too to make sure that trend is expected to be followed today. Lakeland. Winds 90 at 8, 10 statute miles visibility, scattered clouds at 4.5, temperature 30, dew point 21, altimeter 29 or 9 or 5. Awesome. So right now, as I go through this thought process, I'm looking at all this and I'm thinking these METARs look great. I'm ready to hit the skies. But before we do, we gotta check the forecast because this flight is gonna be roughly an hour and a half, 2 hour flight. Depending on the winds. So we want to make sure everything's going to be staying good. Speaking of winds, before I get into the TAFs, let's go ahead and look at the wind charts. Um, so today's wind is pushing from the south to the north, like northeast. I'm flying northwest, so gonna have a slight crosswind pushing me off my course a little bit. Uh, we'll just trim the plane out. Everything will be fine, but that tailwind's gonna be nice for fuel. Uh, so looking like probably an hour and 30 flight. Um, we're gonna go ahead and look at the TAFs. All right, so the TAFs for today, kind of a trend I've noticed here in Florida. When I was flying in Arizona and Washington, the TAFs were usually pretty spot on. In Florida, they kind of just throw out convective activity thunderstorms for every single afternoon this time of year. Uh, so that's what it's saying right now. For FXC, it's saying it was marginal, broken 3,000, um, broken 5,000, broken 25,000, thunderstorms in vicinity, cumulonimbus. That doesn't match up with any of the weather I'm currently seeing or any of the radar that I looked at. It's going to stay that way until 00 Zulu, where it's going to switch to variable wind at 4, 6 statute mile visibility, scattered clouds, 3,000 feet, scattered 5,000, broken 25,000 showers. So again, they might have been a little over conservative on that. There is some radar activity pushing to the north, but it seems to be kind of dying out over the Everglades. Next, we're going to go ahead and look at Okeechobee. So the current TAF is saying scattered 2,500, scattered 10,000, broken 20,000. Showers in vicinity until 9 p.m. 9 p.m. variable at 4, 6 statute mile visibility, scattered 25 or 25, broken 20. Showers in vicinity. So all of that still looks fine to me. That scattered layer at 2,500. If I'm going to land there, I just have to keep eyes on it because I don't currently fly in IFR rated planes. So I would want to make sure. I mean, but scattered, I'm gonna have plenty of holes that I can go through if I decide to land there. Sebring. All right, our current scattered 2.5, broken 10, overcast 25. Thunderstorms in vicinity, cumulonimbus. So that wasn't showing up on the METAR. This TAF is about 6 hours old, so that makes a lot of sense why it's not accurate. 8 p.m. It's going to switch over to wind 0805, 6 statute mile visibility, scattered 5,000, broken 25,000. That goes all the way until tomorrow morning. Again, I look at that. Doesn't have any major red flags for me. The weather's better than they predicted right now currently, and it's just supposed to get better. All right, Lakeland, our end destination. Current 070 at 6, 6 statute mile visibility, scattered 3, scattered 25. Showers in vicinity until 11 p.m., variable at 2, 6 statute mile, few at 25,000. All the way through till tomorrow morning. So the TAFs look very good to me. I look through that. I don't see any issues. As I plan out what altitude I want to fly at, I just keep in mind and what time I want to fly at. Just keep in mind the direction the clouds are moving. They're pushing up to the north. I might have, like when I take off, it looks like there's going to be a bit of rain in that area, not a ton, no convective activity. Right now, it looks like this flight is a go decision. And just keep monitoring the weather. And I always like to pick up flight following, and if I have any questions, I can always ask them, and they'll throw out a question to anyone in the area and see if I can get like a update. Yeah, but that's kind of how I roll through my weather checks. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. I really appreciate it. Have a good night.